Prophetic nutrition, we're going to look at the types of food recommended in prophetic medicine. Wa alaikum salam. As discussed earlier, prophetic medicine holds the key to preventative medicine, to health promotion, because it provides detailed recommendations to daily activities that we take for granted. However, when following these advices for those daily activities like eating, the eating etiquettes, it has a profound effect to our well-being. So we spoke about eating etiquettes before. For now, we want to look at what did the Prophet ﷺ eat? What is the recommendation from prophetic medicine? If we look at the narrations and traditions, which are numerous in number from different books, we would find that 3 words would explain comprehensively what he ate, or 3 words would provide a good indication to what he ate: simplicity, moderation, and purity. The Prophet, peace be upon him, he ate simple foods, single foods. He avoided foods that were very extravagant in terms of how it was presented. He chose to eat foods as they came from the land, meaning as the food was picked, he chose to eat those foods because he advised that those foods had a lot of blessings. So he was fond of eating fruits of the season. He was fond of eating fruit and veg, numerous types. He was fond of having spices in his food. He loved coarse bread. And if we look at all mentioned, we'll find there's many medicinal value attached to it. We know that coarse bread, which refers to the type of whole wheat bread we have today, would mean that he encouraged a low GI diet or fiber diet, because he avoided flour that was very refined. He chose the coarse flour. So if we were to follow that advice, we would ensure that we're promoting good digestion, we avoid constipation. He ate spices in moderation, and we know spices are known today for their medicinal value. The likes of turmeric and cumin, black pepper are shown to have antimicrobial properties. He chose fruit and veg, and we know the benefits of fruit and veg. He ate fruits of the season, because we know that with every season the fruits present those nutrients needed for those season. For instance, in the heart of winter we find abundance of guavas and oranges, which are high in vitamin C, combating colds and flus. In the summer months, watermelon, all the fruits that are high in moisture, combats the heat and dryness of summer. So we find that even though the Prophet never had access to detailed scientific information, the way he practiced nutrition was on par to the nutritional scientific findings today. So the Prophet ﷺ would recommend to have simple foods, to eat foods in moderation, to eat the pure food. He loved to eat meat. However, even though meat was a beloved dish to him, he would eat it in moderation. He loved milk, he would have that in moderation. He was very fond of honey, and we know that honey has a high medicinal value in today's time. So we live in a time where buffet meals are the order of the day. So large amount of extravagant meals consumed together is the way of modern day living. However, the Prophet in prophetic medicine teaches us that good health can be established via simplicity. Not to say we can never indulge. However, the times of indulging and buffet meals should be minimal compared to the day-to-day recommendations given via prophetic medicine. Because by consuming simple foods, natural foods, foods that are grown in the natural environment, the Prophet ﷺ various times also recommended eat food of your location. And we know today that foods grown in a certain area is very beneficial for the inhabitants of the area, because the fruit and veg will face the same types of bacteria, viruses that the people would face. So if they survive in that condition, they would contain the necessary antidote or the beneficial vitamins and nutrients that is needed, as opposed to consuming foods that are imported from other areas, which will have some value to it but not as much as the food of our location. So these are just small recommendations given. However, it has an accumulative effect. As prophetic medicine is practiced every day, small changes are made to our diet, our etiquette, what we consume. And over time, these changes has a profound effect on our well-being. Profound effect.
Yo, Muslim.